Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, we have a really fun episode today. We're going to be unboxing two Todd McFarlane signed books. I sent in two books to the Todd McFarlane signing. They were signed and have arrived back home graded. And I as always, I haven't peeked at the grades. I don't know any idea. I'm super curious. Oh my gosh. Super curious to find out what the grades are going to be. As always, my son taped the grades for me, so we are all gonna find out together what the grades are and see what the signatures look like and all that stuff. Now, before we get dived into that, I do want to let you guys know about the 600 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 600 subscribers, we're inching ever so close, well, closer. we'll be giving this book away. It's a Marvel #1 variant. All you have to do is like the video, comment down below, and be subscribed to the channel. And we'll be raffling off that book when we hit 600 subscribers. And stay tuned, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. I definitely plan to do some more awesome giveaways. So, yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Help me hit that goal of 600. Alright guys, let's get dived into these Todd books. So I sent in two books. They're not big, giant books, because I don't have those books. But these were the books that I had. So I'll tell you the story. So the first book that I decided, all right, I'm sending this book into the Todd signing. Let's go. Was a friend of mine. If you've seen on the channel before, I actually got this book from Comic Problem E, the Spawn. There's been links in other videos. She's a good friend of mine on Instagram. We hang out and do videos and stuff. And so I had bought this book off of them, and I thought it was in really good condition. Not a 9.8 candidate, right? But I thought it was nice, nice enough, in the 9s I hoped. And so I decided I was going to send it off to Todd, right? Now, part of that story is that as a child, I actually met Todd McFarlane at a San Diego Comic-Con once in, I don't know, 1995, 94, 93. The memory gets a little bit foggy when you go back that many years. I was an early teenager. That's what I remember. I went to San Diego Comic-Con 3 different years in a row, so that additionally makes it a little bit harder to differentiate exactly what year this happened. But the memory is clear that Spawn was in its early run, maybe in the 20s, maybe in the teens, around there, right? It hadn't been out for very long. And Todd was at his booth selling Spawn 1s and signing them and other various, just being Todd. And I decided, what the heck, I'd go up and grab one. I kind of had to wait in a line. At the time, guys, you didn't have to pay for Todd's signature. He didn't charge you for the signature. He just charged you like whatever the price for the book was, which I think it was $1.99. Yeah, he just charged you what the book cost. And so I'm standing in line, right? And I get up to the front of the line, and I kind of remembered him from his Amazing Spider-Man run. And I dug his artwork. I thought he was a really talented artist, and so I was like, let me get a Spawn 1. And at the time too, I was a little kid. I didn't realize like he was signing them, and it was a line for signing them. I honestly just thought it was a line you stood in to meet Todd, and then like you could buy a book off him, right? And so I'm walking away with this book. I got my Spawn 1. I'm happy. I met Todd. I told him my little story about how I remembered him from Amazing Spider-Man and how he was a really awesome artist. And he goes, "Hey kid," as I'm walking away, and I look back. I'm like, "Huh?" And he goes, "Hey kid," like waves me back, and I'm like, "Huh? Oh, okay. Todd wants me to come back and talk to him more." So I walk back over to Todd, and he goes, "Here, give me the book." Like kind of as I got closer, like, waving to hand me what was in my hand, which was the book. And so I go, "Oh, I don't know. Here you go." Figuring it's Todd. He's a 25-year-old artist, well into his career, famous at this point. I'm just some little kid. So here's my book, sir. Why? He pulls it out and he signs it in a silver pen. It was super awesome. The memory sticks out as just like Todd being a really nice guy. He had a smile on his face that day. He was super cool. Meeting him was awesome. And kind of like, I don't have that book anymore, unfortunately. And so I kind of wanted that book back. That part of that memory was stuck with that book, I felt, in a way. And so if I could get a replacement for that book, I felt like that would be awesome, right? And I knew like mine couldn't have been high grade because I was a kid and I wasn't really thinking, CGC wasn't even a thing then. I kept good care of my stuff, right? But I wasn't thinking like to be super careful with it. So this was a high grade copy. We'll jump into the grades, right? So that's the cool story about why I decided to do this. So there is a Spawn #1 in here. We'll go with the first book. We'll go with the grade reveals on the first book first. Now so I sent this one just because I thought it was a higher grade copy, and it was one of the very few high grade Amazing Spider-Man Todd McFarlane's that I had. I thought it was in the 9s, a 9.4 or a 9.6 on this. I'd personally be super happy. Both these books are for my personal collection. Kind of decided to send the other one because I had the one with it. I did actually have these books pressed and cleaned by CCS as well, in the hopes that after the signing, it being pressed, you know what I'm saying, would give it its best possible chance at a high grade. I went ahead and splurged and spent the extra $5 on labels on both of them. They both have different labels, so this one is a Todd McFarlane signature label. And yeah, it's just a super cool book. I don't think there's any key notations to the book. It's just a Captain America, Silver Sable, and Red Skull appearance. It's just a super awesome Todd cover. David Michelini story. I wrote Todd a little note. I have no idea if he saw the note. Maybe there's something in the bottom. I'll look and check through and see. But I did write him a little note about my story, and I wonder if he saw that and so then decided to sign these both in silver ink, which this one's in silver. We'll see if the other one is, but that's so cool. I just love the silver pin. I think it really pops. I'm beyond happy with this one. Another reason I really loved this one is just it, as an art piece from the Todd father. It's amazing. We have Spider-Man here, and he's holding the American flag. Down on the bottom, if you look too, you have the White House, which is super cool, and then this giant red skull that is super detailed and awesome. And all right, let's see, guys. Is this one gonna be in the 9s? We'll do them one at a time. What do you guys think? Is it in the 9s? Oh my gosh, it's in the 9s. Remember, I can see from the back. Once the tape's off, I can see it. It's backwards, so I did, for a second I was like, what is that? But yeah. Okay, so I was right. This one's higher grade. What do you guys think? It's a nice looking book. Like, looking at it in the case, I could see 9.6 on this thing. It's really, really nice. If they wanted to be extra nice, 9.8, but I think it's really a really nice book. A 9.6. That's super awesome. That is super awesome. we got a 9.6 white pages on the Amazing Spider-Man 325. I am ecstatic about that. I am ecstatic about that. There's the back and the front. I'm so happy with that. That is, oh my gosh, it got 9.6 and it got signed by Todd. I can't even believe it. That is amazing. That's amazing. Okay. Well, let's do the other book, right? And like I said, so there was just 2 books here. We just had 2 books. I'll check and see. I know he said he was sending cards and other things. Did I get a free card signed by Todd? I don't think so. I don't think I got the card. Yeah, no. I got my books though. And this one is signed in silver too. In such a similar fashion to the one I remember as a child. And as you can see, this book looks nice. I think it's a 9.6 in the case with a chance at 9.8. This book is really nice looking in the case after being pressed and everything. So it's a Spawn #1, first appearance of Spawn Al Simmons, and just with this super awesome Spawn custom label, and it's got this Todd McFarlane signature custom in the back. I thought it was super awesome. I'm glad they didn't mess up my my special orders on the labels. I was a little worried about that because they were both different. You couldn't get Spawn on that one, you know what I'm saying? So the Spawn, okay, they got all my labels right. What do you think the grade's gonna be? So it's a Spawn #1 signed by Todd in super awesome ink. Are we in the 9s? I honestly, like, looking at the book, I can't see it not being in the 9s. Oh no, it's not. There's something they think's wrong with it. Must be a 8.5. Yeah. Oh no, that's not terribly bad. I'm surprised with that. I wonder what it is. I'll have to check the grader's notes. I am not sure because it looks really nice. Like, there is some spine stress and all, but I saw a 9.0. I don't know, 8.5. Okay, I can't be mad at that. Like I said, these were for personal collection, and we got 9.6 on the Amazing Spider-Man, which was, like I said, I knew the higher grade book, and this book is a bit harder to get a perfect copy. But yeah, 8.5. That's pretty good. I'm not mad at that. With the Todd McFarlane signature. Like I said, my childhood copy I didn't think my childhood copy was super high grade either. I would have liked this to be in the 9s. I'll say it. I can't lie. A 9.0. They could have just given me a slight bit of love, but they grade the book for what the book is. Still a super awesome book. It's yeah, just awesome. I'm very happy with both of these. My Todd McFarlane books are back home. And looks like the cases look to be good. I don't see any you know, they put it in a big box with a bunch of bubble wrap when they send the smaller books. They seem to be pretty safe. All right, guys, that is what I have today. As always, if you guys watch this far into the video, you like this kind of content, like, comment, subscribe. Give yourself a chance to win the Marvel #1 when we hit 600 subscribers. As always, thanks for watching, and have a great day. We'll see you guys next time.